do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People let the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Pull it together. Chance.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Even. 6 yards to go.
Jameis to throw it. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Let's see what you got. Say. Check. Here we go. Even.
On first down, Muhammad. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got to shoot this side.
Winston now. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wait. Let's go.
Off the play fake, Winston. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Ready? Black 22. Come on. Sunday.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check your hot read. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Wait. Slam. Hey, let's get it converted. Jam. Easy. Go.
Here's Winston. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ryan Switzer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On 1st down, Muhammad. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Ready? Flag! Watch the run! Watch the run!
Jameis now on 1st down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Lamb, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Winston. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Check 15. Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
Winston now to throw on first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Winston. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Check 26, check 26.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
5-50. 5-50. White.
Throwing, Winston. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Mike, 58, right there. Come on. Check safety, check safety. Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, 5 on 50, 5 on 50.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
I got you. Hey, watch your head. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Switch ball. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. All day, every day, any day. Shift. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, they're scared. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming. Easy. Hey, hey, D-line. Green, triple team. Mike 51. Oh, you got D? Hey, Mike 51. I don't think you got it, son. 51's the Mike, boy. Even.
Jameis to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Winston. Open man is Switzer, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Strong right. Hey, 4 down. Let's go.
Here's Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
He's crashing.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. You're not ready. You're not ready. Fresno.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
49, guys. Mike. 40.
Winston. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Jalen Ferguson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Here we go. Mike's 49. We got to get the ball. D, get the 30.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd.
49. Easy. 49. In the face. Check it back. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let me go.
Winston. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. The 40. The 30. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch 54. Get that quarterback.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 17th touchdown now on the season, and the Ravens get a bit closer. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They go again with Muhammad. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. To throw, Winston. Able to find Switzer. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Joker. Alert 3. Where do we go?
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
I can't believe we let you play.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the screen. Pass. Let's go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Right there. 54. Right there.
Jackson operating from the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will get him one closer.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Ready. Blue ready. Come on. Sunday.
They'll run with Muhammad. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
20. Black, what is that? Watch the backer. Watch the backer. Wait. Max 49. Come on. Max 49. Here we go. Easy. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Watch. Flip it. Watch the swing.
Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this one to Switzer. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, Muhammad. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's Muhammad. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Ready? Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's go now.
Jameis now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I know he ain't got it. Mike.
From the 27, Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Ready up, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. 65, 65.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike. Watch the slant. Mike 48. Mike.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, second and 15.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Go. 48. 48 Mike. You run. 48 to Mike. You're trash.
From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Let's go. 54. Mike, 54. You remember me? You remember me? Go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Jackson from the shotgun. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Bud Dupree in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at